A repeat of the first game of the Champions League phase for us, taking on Newcastle once again. Once again, it feels well, it feels not that long ago when Rashford scored them two absolute screamers against Newcastle. But yeah, it's a repeat. Obviously, this time Rashford's on the bench, unlike the first time we played them, because obviously, unlike last time, Yamal's available, which is great. So yeah, hoping for a cheeky W here if we can get one. Of course, it's over two legs this time, so either way, if we worst case scenario, get a draw and then destroy Newcastle at the Camp Nou. That'll be the dream case scenario, but we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm a bit surprised they're not starting Gordon. I thought maybe they would have done something similar to when we played them in the round of no, not the round of 16, in the league phase when they played Gordon through the middle as like a false nine. So I was thinking maybe they could have done it like that. You're not going to be easy, Cole. I'm not saying it's not going to be easy, Mr. Commodore. I just think it will be I think it will probably go somewhat similar to maybe what happened in the league phase. We might win a very tight 2-1. I think it'll be a very tight game. It'll be similar to what happened in the league phase game. I think it will be a 2-1. How we doing, Mr. Commodore? How we doing? Of course, both teams do have their injury concerns. There's no Bruno Guimaraes for Newcastle. We don't have Frankie de Jong. So, yeah, there's that. We don't have Balde or Kunde either. So, yeah, that's fun. But it is what it is. For some reason, these lot love to show our high line inefficiencies. They love to show us getting destroyed by Club Brugge defensively. God, that match was awful. That match was absolutely awful. They dropped Nick Pope. They did drop Nick Pope. They have dropped Nick Pope. Aaron Ramsdale in between the sticks. Hey, all I'm saying is we need to be shooting from distance because Aaron Ramsdale is a pile of dog crap. Absolute pile of Chodney. So if we don't really test Aaron Ramsdale, then we've got some serious problems. Serious problems. But yeah, Araujo starting this one at right back because Eric Garcia was feeling discomfort, apparently. Oh my god, what on earth is that Newcastle tifo? Is it just me or do Newcastle always have bad tifos? Oh, man. I need to see a proper close-up of that tifo because that looked very, very bad. A quick glance. Oh, dear. That looked very bad from a quick glance that I had. Very, very bad. Very, very bad. Unfortunately, we're not on TNT, we're on Amazon. So, yeah. Unless you have Amazon Prime, anybody, then you're going to have to find another way to watch this match. You'll have to find another way. Of course, also on tonight, there's Atletico Madrid-Tottenham. If Atletico Madrid don't win that game by at least 4 goals, then I will be gobsmacked. That's all I'm going to say. And Bayern Munich Atalanta's on as well. But the game that happened earlier, Galatasaray-Liverpool, Galatasaray beat Liverpool. I actually predicted 2-1 for Liverpool in that game. Credit that doesn't exist. We're not having that. That redeem's gone. I got rid of all the redeems. Pretty much. Because I don't stream enough to warrant having those things these days. Oh, right, let's see this Newcastle T4. It looks like a... I don't know what the hell that is. I mean, it's not as bad as the first time we had them, but, well, we played them. Like, their first T4 was shockingly bad. I mean, that one's still bad, but it's not as bad as the one they had when we first played them back in September. Because with the one we had where they would play them in September... Dan Burn at the back for Newcastle, so that's going to be interesting. Right, we need to be targeting Trippier as well. Rafinha and João Cancelo on that left-hand side, or our left-hand side. We need to be targeting Kieran Trippier, because that man, he is pretty bad. I'm not going to lie. Other than set pieces, Kieran Trippier is not a very good footballer. I'm going to stand by that. Yeah, their midfield's a bit interesting. I mean, other than Tonali, Joe Linton's going to get booked, I can guarantee that. Jacob Ramsey, I'm a bit well, he's very unconvincing, I'd say. If I lose the Newcastle. the what? The what, Grelly? I mean, it'll be a difficult game away, but obviously, I feel like in the second leg, we would beat them regardless. I feel like we'd beat them regardless. At home, in the second leg. Right, Araujo. El Capitano. This is the first time Araujo started a Champions League game since the Chelsea match, which he got sent off in. So that's kind of a bit worrying to think about, but we can live with it. We can live with it. Brave. For some reason, these guys are claiming that Araujo's at centre back. I mean, that would probably make the most sense, but I don't think we're going to do that. I think he's going to be at right back. Because it seems like we like to play Cancelo at left back instead of putting Gerard Martin at left back and then Cancelo at right back. It just feels like we want to always play Cancelo at left back, inverted fullback, as some people would say. How we doing, David? How we doing? I wish I was on that away end, but we'll move. Wait, hey, we got the second best thing. We got a watch along. Yes, Mike, how we doing? We're going to be kicking off here. Oh, I need to get the timer set up, and I know you get my Stream Deck open on my phone, or my phone Stream Deck open. Oh, man, ref, any time of day? Right, vamos! Let's start off this Champions League knockout stage the way we need to go on. Hopefully, but I need to load up my Stream Deck on my phone. Booyaka Shaw. I keep forgetting to do that. Of course, again, apologies for no watch along at the weekend for our game against Bilbao. I was out with family members' 80th birthday party. So if you was wondering where I was and you're not in the Discord, then that's where I was. So for you that know, I press them. I mean, I know Lewandowski's not going to be able to press like an absolute machine, but you can have little intervals of pressing. Little intervals. Get there. Banal. Joe Linton already committed a foul. Why am I not surprised? Joe Linton has already committed a foul. Like, there's nothing new there. Absolutely nothing new there. I think Joe Linton will get booked. Even though he's on a yellow card, and if he gets booked tonight, he would miss the second leg. I feel like he'll still get booked regardless. Careful, Gabazi. He plays back for Juan Garcia. That Oswalder's pressing like an absolute madman, by the way. I'm surprised that he's starting. I thought they would have started maybe Gordon or Wizard, but guess not. Careful. Good stuff, Pedri. Newcastle are trying to have a lively start here. Here's a Lang on the right-hand side. Skips past Cancelo. Cleared away by Gerard Martin now for a corner, though. God, see, this is the problem with Cancelo. Up against a pacey winger in Alanga, I feel like he's going to have a few problems, Cancelo. Which, of course, is not ideal. That is not going to be ideal, but we're just going to have to go through the motions, basically. We're just going to have to go through the motions. Pretty much. Right. Get Dan Burn marked by at least 2 people, because that man is just a walking lump of rot. Corner's whipped in by Newcastle. I believe it was from Tonali. Juan Garcia punches it away. Finds Lamine Yamal. Oh, it wasn't Tonali, it was Trippier. Yamal skipped past her, Tonali. Ref! Whatever. Pedri's managed to win it back anyway after a few bounces. The referee, they're pulling all over. Ref! Are you for real? They're just being absolute bellends. Jacob Ramsey in the box for Newcastle. Gets the block, Cancelo. But I'm sorry, ref. There's about 50 pullbacks from them in the build-up to that. Not a foul. Of course. I say what it is, ref. I don't actually even know who this ref is, to be fair. If he's a French ref, then obviously he's a PSG fan. Confirmed. Right, corner again for Newcastle. They've definitely had the better of starts. Lewis Hall whips it in. Punched away by Juan Garcia. Headed on. Oh my god. Jesus. Oh my god, Juan Garcia. That was almost the biggest blunder I've ever seen. Dan Burn almost gets a tap in. Whoever that was standing behind Juan Garcia, Kubazi. Good stuff, pal. Right, we're a bit on the ropes at the minute. I mean, I was kind of expecting this, to be honest, because obviously Newcastle, yeah, they have the home crowd behind them, so they'll obviously be riding off that for a bit for these first, like, 5 minutes or so. 5-10 minutes. So if we can just survive this first 5-10 minutes, then we can grow into the game after that. That's what I feel like anyway. That is what I feel like. We had Newcastle throw in, left hand side. Lewis Hall does the long throw in. Get it out. Finds Tonali. Oh, was nearly still alive for them. But Dan Burner realised he's not Usain Bolt. We finally have a bit of spell possession. Juan Garcia boots it long. Tries to find Lewandowski, but he can't control the ball. He's wearing the little face mask, Lewandowski, because obviously he's still got that little injury to his eye. We had the fractured eye socket. Surprised he's even still able to see, really. Fractured eye socket. I mean, surely you wouldn't be able to see. But, I mean, I'm no medical expert. Finally, we're going to get a bit of spell possession, a throw-in for us here. Right, let's just calm it down. Let's make sure Newcastle just calm down. Calm the game down. Take this sting out of them. Take the sting out of them. Just calm it down. I'll tell you what, I am kind of glad Gordon's on the bench, but also at the same, because obviously he's one of their top goal scorers in the Champions League. I'm pretty sure he's the second top scorer in the Champions League overall. Only behind Mbappe. So yeah, I am glad in that sense that he's not on the pitch, but I also thinking at the same time, maybe the plan is to bring him off of the bench and then his fresh legs against our tired backline. A fractured eye. Yeah, Lewandowski has a fractured eye socket, supposedly. But which makes me wonder how on earth he can even see. Because surely if you have a fractured eye socket, then surely that messes up your vision. Surely. I mean, I'm not a medical expert, but you would think that would mess up your vision, being able to having a fractured eye socket. Oh, Rahul's been done, and now they've been played in behind. Oswola, however you pronounce that number 18's name for Newcastle. He's trying to get a shot off, but yeah, he did not look like getting a shot off there. Rahul, you need to wake up, bro. Right, that was not a very good defensive duties there. Not very good at all. At least Cancelo's actually tracking back defensively. At least there's that. But it's safe to say that Newcastle have started the better team here. They've started the better team. We've barely done anything so far. We've done nothing going forward. We've done absolutely nothing going forward. That on FOTMob, Rafinha doesn't even have a rating yet. I think that tells you all you need to know. Right, Tonali stepping over this for Newcastle. Corner left-hand side, whipped into the box. Easy catch for Juan. Love that, Juan. Absolutely love that. Lose it out for Pedri. Of course, last time we played Newcastle, Pedri absolutely dominated the ball. That's a nice... Oh, bit too much on it. I thought I was either going to get Lewandowski or Rafinha, but unfortunately not. Oh, slip from Malanga. Come on, we can get that. Yeah, help him out, Firmin. How's he kept that? How on earth has he kept that there? That is... Firmin should have helped press, I believe it was Jacob Ramsey, sooner than that. Or if he did, we would have probably won possession. That's offside, surely. Ref! Well, Lionel. Anyway, here's Harvey Barnes. Getting into the box. Harvey Barnes has the shot blocked. But... yeah, it was offside. But I swear, if this is a blatant offside, then you should just be putting the flag up instantly. Like, let's say this. Yeah, he is off. Harvey Barnes was offside. Right, Hansi, we need a team talk. We need a desperate team talk, because this has not gone to plan so far. We've been a bit under the cosh. I'm not going to lie. But I suppose that is what's going to happen and when we obviously play this style of play in the Champions League. I mean, we conceded 14 goals in the 8 league phase games. When we're going to stop... No, what will happen, Mike, is that we're just going to lure Newcastle into a false sense of security. That's what we're doing. We're luring them into a false sense of security, making them think, oh yeah, we're going to be able to beat Barca here. Then don't worry, it's fine. We'll end up scoring eventually. I hope so anyway. I hope so. Yeah, we do need to step it up a bit, because, yeah, we've had a bit of a slow start. Had a bit of a slow start to proceedings so far. Bit of a slow start. There's Joe Linton with his, God, is it like 2017 it was? No, it was 2016. Late 2016 when everybody was dyeing their hair blonde. Like, is Joe Linton doing the whole me back in 2016 trend? In Newcastle trying to keep the ball. Joe Linton heads it out of play. That is not a foul. Joe Linton, you commit worse fouls than that every single week, so I don't know how you dare complain. The audacity of that man to be complaining about him getting fouled when he does worse fouls than that every single week. Like, why? What planet is he on? Is he on Delulu planet? Oh, there was not holding the ball up well. I'm not gonna lie. He is not holding up the ball very well, Lewandowski, so far. Maybe it is the fractured eye socket coming into play. Maybe it is affecting his vision. Maybe it is that. But I suppose it's better than starting Ferran Torres. Like, I would much rather play Lewandowski with a fractured eye socket than Ferran Torres at this point. Because Ferran has been absolutely shocking recently. Trippier tries to get in the box. Oh my god, Olanga with a good first-time cross, but thankfully straight in the hands of Juan Garcia. Newcastle are causing problems. They really are causing problems, Newcastle. Thankfully, Juan Garcia's there. Bit rough for his catching so far. He hasn't been able to catch everything in a convincing manner, but is what it is. Oh my god, we can't keep a good spell possession. That just see how Atletico Madrid have scored. They got like a little pop-up on the bottom right of my screen seeing some sort of score. Yeah, Atletico Madrid have scored past Tottenham. Not surprised. That'll be the first of many, you'd think. I'm going to say Gordon. I'm so used to seeing him on the left of Newcastle. Harvey Barnes is offside. Right, can we have a good spell of possession here, please, and just calm things down? Because I'm not liking how much of the ball Newcastle are getting and how much they're troubling the back line. Can we just calm it down? That's a foul on Pedri. About time this referee remembered his whistle. Absolute donkey. Absolute donkey. Tottenham do well the Champions League are crap in the Prem. But I honestly think the Champions League is just going to be ending up being a massive distraction for Tottenham. So I think the sooner they get knocked out the Champions League, probably the better. So they can actually try and focus on staying up. That'll be the plan. Right, Yamal against Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall. He's managed to outmuscle Yamal there. Oh my god, ref. Even breathe on a Newcastle player and it's a foul. But you could literally decapitate one of our players and he'd say play on. Oh god. Like, come off it, man. Absolutely come off it. Absolute joke. Joke. Breathe on a Newcastle player, free kick. One of our players gets the legs took clean off. Play on. Get there, cancel. Oh, that's fine, Juan. Super Juan. Juan Garcia is him. Like, I've never felt so confident having a goalkeeper in between the sticks for us. Like, genuinely. Like, it honestly, I keep saying it most of the time, but it is really refreshing that I'll finally be able to rely on a goalkeeper. This is good build-up. The first real attack we've had. Firmin over the left for Rafinha. Rafinha has the shot, but blocked off Kieran Trippier. The shot was probably not the right thing to do there in that situation. We've managed to keep it in. Firmin. That's the first real time we've actually been able to go forward. Pedri. Over to Kabazi. See, I don't really know what Araujo is going to be able to offer as a right back. I mean, yeah, it's good when the times when we've had the Classico and he's pocketed Vinicius Jr., but in terms of like a game like this where you kind of asking for him to go forward a bit, I'm not so sure that it's going to work that well. No, he's Mr. Committo. But I suppose you could have really put Cancelo there and then John Martin at left back, but it is what it is. Here's Jamal, finds Lower. Or the Rafinha on the left. Rafinha, crossing it. Oh, tries to find Jamal, but just behind him. He's managed to get it, though. Jamal skipping past Lewis Hall. He gets surrounded by about 6 Newcastle players. Ugh. Gets surrounded by literally about 6... Hey! That was out. Ref! That looked out by Julian. From that angle there, that looked like it was out. No, that's not foul. Play on. Oh, crap. Yes, Cancelo! Good defensive duties. Good defensive duties from João Cancelo there. The fact that Newcastle were trying to get a foul there. That was a good tackle from Kubazi. Very good tackle from Kubazi, that. That was a very good tackle. Like, the fact that they were crying for a free kick there is an absolute joke. Absolute joke. That is a very good tackle from Kubazi. That is not a foul. That is just nowhere near a foul. But they get themselves another corner. See, this is the problem when you're playing teams like Newcastle. They're just going to constantly want set pieces because they know they have an absolute lump of lard in Dan Burn to aim at. Which is very, very annoying. But what can you do? Yep, Tonali taking it again on the left-hand side. Whipped in. Head away, please. Thank you. Cleared. Good stuff, Rafinha. Tried to get on the counter-attack, but didn't really go plan. Ping-ponging about. Finds Lewandowski. He plays it long. Go on to me. Or Rafinha, one of yous. Rafinha gets it. There's a lot of... Go on, Rafinha. Oh, why is he shooting there? Oh, you've got to try and give that to Jamal. Or at least dribble it. If you're going to shoot, then dribble a bit further centrally. So it makes sense. Come on, man, Rafinha. You're better than that. You're much better than that. At least we've forced Newcastle backwards this time. Yeah, Rafinha's decision-making hasn't exactly been the greatest so far. We're still yet to really trouble Ramsdale, and now they're in again, Newcastle! Schwan! What a save to deny Elanga there, Schwan Garcia. Jesus Christ. Oh, I feel like we're really going to have to call upon him this game. God. Highline got breached again there. Breached again there. What a save. Super Juan Garcia. That's why I still stand by the fact that he's the best keeper in the world. Well, he's certainly up there, in my opinion. Certainly up there. What a save. Super Juan. Super Juan. Right, Pedri now trying to make something happen for us going up the other end. Over to Yamal on the right. Come on, man. We need to grow into this game. We've been very lackadaisical so far. Newcastle have definitely been the better team. Pedri finds Araujo. Patience, yes, we can just have a bit good spell of possession here. Try and take the sting out of Newcastle. Just take the momentum away from them. Cancelo. Over to Mark Bernal. He's had a very good few games in the starting 11 recently due to the De Jong being out injured. Araujo, Pedri. They just playing 1-2s with each other at this point. Quasi. Newcastle are defending quite well here. They're not really leaving any gaps for us to exploit. I guess we just got to try and make the gaps. Araujo, Yamal. Cutting inside, going to me. Yamal tries to switch the play to find Rafinha. Atletico Madrid are now 2-0 up against Tottenham. Jesus. I mean, I did say that could get ugly, but I did. That game it looks like it's going to get ugly. But yeah, Atletico Madrid are 2-0 up against Tottenham. 2-0 up. Wow. Oh, come on, man. We need to force something here. About time we get a shot off and really tested Ramsdale. It's about time we get a shot off and test Ramsdale. We don't need to force it just yet. There's plenty of time. Araujo. Finds Kubazi. This is a good spell possession, though. Very good spell possession. It's Newcastle aren't getting anywhere near it after the hectic start it's been to this game. A little bit of calmness could really do us the world of good. Now Newcastle, unfortunately, win it back. Go on, Firmin and Yamal. Good press. Hey! That's a yellow card. He stopped a good attack. Ref, that's a yellow. How's that not a yellow card? How is that not a yellow card? He stopped a very good attack from taking place. How is that not a yellow card? What the hell? How is that not a yellow? He stopped a good attack there. You think it's a red? No, it is. It's definitely a yellow card. That, like, shocking that he's not given a yellow. But whatever, we'll move. Rafinha steps over this free kick. We're not good from set pieces though, so I'm not expecting much from this. But you never know. Firmin actually takes it. Araujo forced Araujo for the shot, but yeah, it's nowhere near the goal. Nowhere near the goal. Nowhere near troubling Aaron Ramsdale. Nowhere near that. Then we're getting a good shot of Rashford sat on the bench. Maybe he can have an impact in the second half when he comes on. That could be interesting. I mean, of course, Rashford was the one who won us the game the last time we played Newcastle. With an absolutely exceptional strike being part one of them. What a goal that was. 3-0 Atletico. Oh my. That is going to get ugly. Oh my god. That is already a bloodbath. Oh my god. That could get a double digits at this rate. Oh my god. Go on. Cancelo on the overlapping run ahead of Rafinha. Played in behind by Rafinha, actually. Cancelo finds Rafinha again. Tries to cross. Oh! Dan Burn nearly just scored an own goal. Oh. Dear me, Dan Burn is a very lucky man there. Because that was a really good cross from Rafinha, and Dan Burn has nearly tapped it into his own net. Oh. He even seen the replay, he was like, oh, he knew he was going to screw up. Oh. 3-0 in 17 minutes is brilliant. Well, blame Tottenham for being crap. Tottenham are just crap, aren't they? We've got ourselves a corner. But again, we're not good from set pieces, so I'm not expecting much here. And especially considering the fact that Newcastle have Dan Burn in the defending this. So that's not great, is it? Well, that's a mismatch. Kubazi getting marked by Trippier. It's whipped in. Oh, we tried to find a Araujo, but it was a bit too much on the whippage from Rafinha. A bit too much on the delivery. It was a good idea, and to be fair, it was a little bit lower. We would have found a Araujo, but yeah, just a bit too much on the delivery. A bit too much on the delivery and the goal kick for Newcastle here. But yeah, it seems to be that all the action's happening in that Atletico Madrid match. Like, it seems goals galore there. Well, Atletico Madrid will be happy. Although, to be honest, I think Tottenham fans might just be happy to get knocked out the Champions League, so then they can actually focus on just staying up in the Premier League. Buying a 2-0 up. Not really surprised by that either. I honestly think Bayern Munich are the best team in Europe right now. Although I know a lot of people would say Arsenal, but I still think it's Bayern Munich. I mean, if you look at their squad man for man, like, it's an exceptional team. And the fact that obviously they've got Harry Kane leading the line for them, like, that says it all, doesn't it? That wasn't the focus. Yeah, exactly. So Tottenham fans will probably be happy that they're going to get knocked out. Yamal finds Rafinha. Rafinha over to João Cancelo. Cut back. Oh, he's trying to find Firmin, but vital Newcastle defending. Finds Rafinha though. Crossing it. Trying to find Yamal. Dan Burn. I'm sick to death of Dan Burn. Yamal finds Lamine. Still going. Dribbling. Past a few. Oh, why has he tried the shot? He should have squared it. Ah, Yamal. I mean, I get why you do that. If there's anybody who can find a tight angle like that, it is Lamine Yamal, but he probably should have squared that, to be fair. He probably should have squared that, but like I said, if there is anybody who can find a tight angle like that, it is Yamal. Ramsdale got a touch of that, so yeah, it is a corner. Probably not Comento. Probably not, but it would be something. It would be absolutely mental if it did. Rafinha the corner, plays it short this time to Firmin, finds Yamal. Tries to be back for Rafinha, but does not go to plan. And now Newcastle on the counter attack, and this is very problematic indeed. Yes, Rafinha, good defending. Could still be alive for Newcastle, but thankfully not. Thankfully, Rafinha got back and defended there. Whatever that set-piece routine was, that did not go to plan there. That's for sure. It did not go to plan there. I mean, I don't know what on earth the plan was there, but yeah, not really the smartest thing to do there, was it? Not the smartest of things to do there with that set-piece routine. So this is the only game without a goal then. Interesting. I mean, although to be fair, this is probably the tightest game. Well, maybe not the tightest, but, like, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Because obviously Tottenham against Atletico Madrid, Atletico Madrid should be smashing Tottenham anyway. And then Bayern Munich should be beating Atalanta. So, yeah, this is like the closest contest you'll probably get of the night. Move the night, Lewandowski wins a free kick there. Where are the goals? They're hopefully going to come, little tasty, but yeah, I'm not so sure yet. I mean, we haven't really troubled Ramsdale much as of yet, but I'm confident. I'm confident. I mean, like I said before the match even kicked off, worst case scenario, we get a draw. We get a draw here, and then the second leg at the Camp Nou will blitz them. That is how I feel will happen. The second leg at the Camp Nou next week, we would absolutely blitz them apart. Like, there is no two ways about it. And especially considering that the next phase of the Camp Nou is up and running, so now that more fans can get back in the stadium, we can now have 65,000 fans in the Camp Nou now, I believe. It was about 40-something thousand, but now it's like 65,000 we can now have in the Camp Nou. So that's great. So yeah, there'll be 65,000 fans in there, which will be absolutely lovely. Try to play a long ball. Go on, Noah, get that. Nice. Firmin. Go on, Firmin. Nice turn. Firmin. Lays off for Rafinha. Rafinha. Trying to make something happen. Rafinha into Lewandowski. Oh, that's terrible control. I still feel like the mask might be affecting Noah, not gonna lie. Yes, Araujo! Good block. Stopping the Newcastle counter-attack. Yeah, maybe that mask is affecting Lewandowski. Or just the fractured eye socket in general. Could be affecting him. Like I said, surely that does affect your vision. Having a fractured eye socket. Oh my. Atletico Madrid are 4-0 up. I predicted 4-0. I predicted they'd win 4-0. I didn't think they'd be 4-0 up within half an hour. God, that could honestly get... What's going to be the full-time score on that? Hey, that was out. That looked out for me, ref. Jacob Ramsey in the box for Newcastle. There's a back for Alanga. Be careful here. Oh, God, no. Over the bar from Oswula. Oswula? How the hell you ever say his name? Alanga is causing a few problems. To be fair, the last time we played Newcastle back in September, Alanga was causing a few problems as well. So it's kind of history repeating itself in a way. It is kind of history repeating itself in that sense. But to be fair, that's the first real chance Newcastle have had for quite a while, so at least there's that. At least there's that. But yeah, I'd still say it's not really been the most ideal first half performances from us, I'm not going to lie. Get there, Araujo. Calm it. Dear me. It's been forced into a mistake there by Harvey Barnes. This is our throw-in. I don't know if trying to do clever passes is really going to work out for us in this sense with the press that Newcastle are putting on us. I don't really think that's the wise thing to do. Oh, there's our throw-in. Good stuff, Araujo. You win a throw-in. Even though obviously it was kind of a mistake because obviously you didn't want to actually win the throw-in, but you know, I'll look when I can, Mr. Kamito. I'll look when I can. And when there's like a stoppage in play. When there's a stoppage in play. Oh my god, Rafinha couldn't control that throw-in. Oh man. Oh man, I can try and quickly check now. Thank God Alanga didn't control that. But they do have a throw-in on the right-hand side, Newcastle. I mean, there's been periods where we've looked good, but for the most part, I'd definitely say Newcastle have been the better team. I mean, it's safe to say that Juan Garcia has been the busier of the two goalkeepers so far. Definitely had a lot more to do than Ramsdale at this moment in time. But, of course, that can change. That can change. It's 4-1. What the hell is going on there? What is going on that Atletico Madrid-Tottenham match? Well, that officially means my prediction's out the window then. For that game. Because I didn't think Tottenham would score. To be fair, it was probably out the window anyway, because Atletico Madrid will probably end up scoring another, I think, for themselves. Go on! Oh, I think you could get there, but unfortunately not. Yeah, we're really yet to force Ramsdale into like a really top-notch save. Whereas obviously Juan Garcia has already been forced into a very big save. Lewis Hall plays it back for Malik Tior. Or Chow, or however the hell you say his name, I call him Tior. Over to Trippier. Kieran Trippier trying to look for an option, plays it back for Tior. Just passing around the back, Newcastle. Yeah, Tottenham have scored 4-1. Dan Burn over to Joe Linton, who's for some reason at left back. Why the hell is Joe Linton at left back? Why? What am I saying? Joe Linton, of all people, at left back. Tottenham are shockingly bad, indeed. They are CP. How are we doing, though? 4 different goal scorers for Atletico Madrid. Jesus. That's mad, that. Pedro Porro. God. I think it tells you all you need to know about Tottenham, the fact that their defenders are having to score for them. Like, yeah, I think that tells you all you need to know. How bad they are. Like, come on, man. We need to grow into this, because, yeah, it hasn't really been most spectacular for performances so far from us. Been a bit difficult. But to be fair, it was always going to be difficult. I mean, ref! How is that not a foul? I was going to say it. That was basically an assassination there from Joe Linton. That's an assassination? How is that not? The fact that the referee did not give a free kick there instantly is absolutely disgraceful. Shearer's nearly biased as me. Oh, let me guess, Shearer's probably saying, "Oh, Newcastle having a good job here, like. Yeah, Newcastle put their top notch, like. Proper playing them off the park here, no." That'll be Alan Shearer. Buying a 3-0 up. Not very surprised. I'm pretty sure I predicted 3-0 for that game as well. Said he would. Alan Shearer is absolutely thick in the head if he thinks Joe Linton won the ball there. He's either thick in the head, he's either watching a completely different sport, or he's just incredibly biased. Me, personally, I'm going to go with all three. I'm going to go with all three. That's my opinion. That's my personal opinion. Oh, Langa's in behind here. You gotta keep up with him, Cancelo, if you can, Langa. But he's miscontrolled the ball, but he still manages to keep it. Plays it back to Ramsey. Trippier. The worst case scenario would be if Newcastle score the first goal. If they score first, then we're in big trouble. Langa has the shot from distance, but easy catches Juan Garcia. But yeah, if Newcastle score first, we're going to be in a bit of trouble. Because obviously the home crowd will really be up for it then. I mean, they're already up for it now, but imagine if they score first, then they'll very much be up for it. You hope Leverkusen show Arsenal real football. I think we all hope for that, but unfortunately, I don't see that happening. Unfortunately. Yes, Rafinha, good skill. Ref! I think we need to start seeing some yellow cards, eventually. About time, you donkey. Far too many times Newcastle have been getting away with it. Disgusting challenges. time and time again getting away with tackles like that. Well, tackles in quotation marks. The F1 regs. I only seen the highlights of Australian GP, but yeah, I mean, it looked like Leclerc and Russell were Mickey Mousing between each other quite a bit, like yo-yo. One went in front, then the other went in front not long after. Like, I don't know. I mean, I have to wait for my opinion until I see a full-on race before I can have a full-on opinion. But yeah, I know a lot of people aren't happy with the regs in F1. There's Lewis Hall getting towards the 35th minute. We just ended the 34th. Yeah, about 11 minutes plus additional time until we hit the half. Careful. Trippier goes back for Ramsey. Of course they are, Commodore. Ferrari never know when to pit. Absolutely shocking. They got no strategy. They're just based it off pure vibes. Just base it off pure vibes. Right. Come on, man. We need to see some press. We need to see a bit of press here. This is kind of reminding me of the game back in September where we did struggle for the first half, and then it was up until like the Rashford goal, the first Rashford goal, where we really started to stamp our authority. It's kind of feeling similar to that in a way. Having a similar sort of outcome. Nothing super about the Super Cup. Oh man. I must admit though, it was nice to see Bortoletto's Audi getting the points. That was pretty cool. And what's he called? Lindblad getting points on his debut. That's not that was nice to see as well. There's Jamal on the right hand side, trying to make something happen. Seems like it's Jamal or nothing for us at the moment. Jamal's trying to ding it towards Furman, but it gets intercepted by Tonali. That's not foul. Ref. Good interception. Cancelo. Go on. João Cancelo. Get into the box. Cancelo tries the shot, but it gets deflected. Not ideal. Oh, nice win back, Rafinha. Rafinha. Square it. Furman. Oh. That was the best chance of the game for us. Trippier's down holding his groin. Oh. That was the best chance of the game for us there from Fermin Lopez. Oh my days. It was good press from Rafinha as well. But Trippier's just slipped on himself. It looks like he might have pulled his groin or something. Oh my god. That was the best chance of the game for us. Fermin Lopez with a shot, unfortunately, hit straight at Ramsdale. Oh. That is very unfortunate. Change the regs. Unfortunately, CP, I don't think that's possible. But, yeah. Trippier might be in a bit of trouble here. Trippier might be in a bit of trouble here. He's getting some medical treatment. Livramento is warming up for Newcastle just in case Trippier can't continue. There is that. But yeah, it's I don't know if it's looking good for Trippier because it did look like he pulled his groin there. With 90% engine, 10% electric. I feel like once maybe teams have gotten more used to managing the battery, then maybe it could be better. But until that point, we're a bit puzzled, aren't we? We're going to be a bit puzzled. We're going to be a bit puzzled. And what is going on with the coverage? Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh my god, why is it buffering? Amazon. Amazon, now is not the time. DLC seems to be delayed till June, has it? Jesus, that's mad. That is absolutely mad. Finally, Amazon got that. Oh, I was just about to say they got that together. Well, there we go. God, what is this? Sort your coverage out. Jesus. Thank you. Thank you, Amazon. Thank you. Yeah, there's literally been no word about that DLC CP, so it probably has been delayed. Knowing EA. Knowing EA. Knowing EA. Right, played along by Newcastle. Raul heads away from Joe Linton. Firmin hits off Tonali, finds Lewandowski. He tries to play Firmin in behind, but yeah, it was too central. Too central, unfortunately. Now Trippier plays it forward for Newcastle. Finds Alanga on the right. Gotta be careful here. Oh my. Oswala, or however the hell you say their striker's name, was nearly there again. Alanga is causing a lot of problems on that right hand side. Leaked the release after season 6, so end of April, but that season now ends June the 4th. Oh dear. Yeah, EA cannot keep up to date with schedules, can they? EA can't keep up to date with schedules, so what will be like halfway through the season before the actual DLC comes. Nice one. Nice one, EA. Gotta love a bit of EA. You know what I mean? Oh, what is that defending? Oh my god. We are on fire. We're playing with fire. We genuinely are. We're getting very lucky at times. Yamal on the ball though. Ah. Oh, Yamal's gonna get booked there. Surely that's gonna be a yellow card. He needs to keep his head. I mean, I know it'll be frustrating the fact that he hasn't really been able to get into the game as of yet, but you gotta keep your head, Lamine. We don't want you suspended for the second leg. Because if he gets a yellow card tonight, he will be suspended for the second leg. Oh my god. Less than 3 months. Probably because they just forgot to actually do it, CP. Probably. Yamal's lucky there that he's escaped a yellow card. He is very lucky there, because that probably is a yellow card offence. So he is very lucky to avoid the yellow card in that sense. He is very, very lucky to avoid the yellow card there, because most people would be saying that's a yellow card, and if that was the other way around, then I'd be screaming for a yellow card as well. No, to be fair, I think Lewis Hall should have already been booked. But you know, I think he should have already been booked. That's all I'm gonna say. Right, Ramsdale. Norris CP. Finds Jacob Ramsey. Trippier. Could be careful here. I think we're just gonna accept that it's probably gonna be 0-0 heading into half time. Well, at least we should still try to get in front of before half time, but yeah, I feel like we just need a little team talk, because yeah, it's not really been the greatest of first halves, I'm not gonna lie. It's not been the greatest of first half performances so far. But like I said, it's kind of reminded me of the back in September when we played Newcastle, where yeah, the first half was a bit cagey. Newcastle were looking like the better team, but then it took absolute brilliance from Rashford in order for us to break the deadlock and to get goals. Oh my god, Gerard Martin. Don't give me heart attacks like that, please, Gerard Martin. Ref, foul. How can they even moan? That's a clear foul. How on earth is Jacob Ramsey claiming for that was not a foul? That was clearly a foul. Let me guess, Alan Shearer's going to be saying, well, yeah, no, Jacob Ramsey won the ball, yeah, no. Crap, man, Geordie boy. Even though he's not from Newcastle, but, you know. That'll be recreation of Alan Shearer. Good old recreation of Alan Shearer right there for you. The audacity from the Newcastle fans. They're chanting, "You're not fit to referee." Mate, the amount of things you lot have got away with. I think you want to shut up, because I think the referee has been your best mate, if anything. Dear me. Yamal tries to find Firmin, Dink. Dan Burns somewhat cleared it, but it's gone out for a corner. But again, we don't do well from set pieces. We don't do well from set pieces. So I can't get excited for them when we're absolutely crap at them. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, people? You know what I mean. Grr. Rafinha from the right-hand side of the corner. Is he going to whip it in this time, or we're going to try another set-piece routine that probably fails miserably? We'll have to wait and see. Rafinha, he whips it in. Tries to find a Araujo front post, but gets cleared away by Newcastle. Cleared away by Newcastle there. Sure, that's our throw-in. Where? Taking the sweet, sweet time. Stupid Jason Tyndall acting like he's the gaffer, and it's Eddie Howe. Sit down. There. Jason Tyndall, like the Newcastle assistant gaffer, I think he has like a main character complex issue. Because he thinks he's the guy, when in reality he's just the assistant. Like, just be quiet. You're like the sidekick. Like, just sit down. He thinks he's Batman, when in reality he's Robin. You know what I mean? Mark Bernal. Finds Rafinha. Oh, not the greatest of passes there from Rafinha. Goes to Odanga for Newcastle. Oh my days. The referee says play on. My God. Living life dangerously here. We need to be careful. Harvey Barnes, good block there from Araujo. It's forced a corner for Newcastle, though. And that's forced a corner for Newcastle. Definitely need to be careful. Amazon, don't start again with your footage being so choppy. Amazon! Bloody hell! Thank you. They're just clearly crap from the replays. Clearly their replay system is absolute dog. Like 1 minute at a time. I thought there might have been a little bit more, to be fair, but oh. I thought there would have been a bit more, but oh, we'll move. Whipped in by Tonali, the corner. Oh, why is it saying 6 minutes? I've literally just put 1. There we go. 1 minute. 1 minute. Oh, come on, man. Let's just say out the 0-0 at half-time. Then we can regroup for the second half and actually, cause Newcastle a few problems of their own. That would be the dream scenario heading into the second half. Right, stay switched on from this corner, though. That's what we've got to do at the moment. Stay switched on from the corner. Tonali steps over it once again. Whips it in. Get away! Schwan Garcia. The foul in the box there. He's just going to probably blow for half-time, isn't he? Ref's probably going to blow for half-time at this point. Yeah, half-time. I think. It's half-time, surely, isn't it? I swear he just blew with half-time there. Yeah, half-time. Half-time whistle. I think it's safe to say that we have not been... We've not had a very good first half, have we? I mean, we've had chances, but overall, we've not been the best that we can be. And we're going to have a better second half performance if we want to take a lead with us back to the Camp Nou. But yeah, hopefully Hansi Flick will have a talking with a team, and then we can go from there. We can go from there. Yeah, anyway, halftime entertainment, as I like to call this. Halftime entertainment. Halftime entertainment. I'll just mute I'll mute the audio while the adverts and that are on. Right. Who's been our best player so far? Probably Kubazi. Or Juan Garcia. Kubazi's -6. Juan Garcia. 46? Okay. It could be a goalkeeper. Could be a goalkeeper. Unai Simon. 50. Okay, we're getting warmer. Alex Romero. Okay, slightly a bit warmer. David Raya. 99. Oh my God, Kepa. Is it actually Kepa? Oh my. Kepa. 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 Why did it have to be Kepa, man? Oh God. Imposter. Played for Inter Milan. João Cancelo. Pearl. Charisma? Mertens didn't. Neither did DeBar. Don't think Tellez did. Tammy Abraham didn't. God, don't me. This is interesting. I'm gonna go with Bonaventura. Oh, I knew he was AC Milan. I just thought I'd give it a go. Podolski and Tellez. I don't think Tellez had played for Inter Milan. Oh well. Oh well. Right, Real Madrid Wales. Gareth Bale. Real Madrid Holland. Netherlands. Seedorf. Madrid Liverpool. Fabinho. Xabi Alonso. Man United Wales. Giggs. Man United Netherlands. Van Persie. Oh, there's two options. Damn it. Is there another Dutch Arsenal? Oh yeah, Dennis Bergkamp. Dennis Bergkamp! Man United Liverpool. Michael Owen. Michael Owen. Michael Owen. Michael Owen. Michael Owen. Get back to that in a second, guys. Just gonna quickly check something. Right, Arsenal Wales. I don't know who's Welsh they could have played for. Oh, Aaron Ramsey. Aaron Ramsey! Of course, of course. Arsenal Netherlands, Dennis Bergkamp. Dennis Bergkamp. What? It's double then. Yeah, double then. Dennis Bergkamp. Dennis Bergkamp. Dennis Bergkamp, Bergkamp. And then Arsenal, Liverpool, Raheem Sterling, who now plays at Feyenoord, which is a bit crazy to think about, but is true. Still can't believe he actually plays at Feyenoord. Raheem Sterling is a Feyenoord player. Like, I never thought I'd say that sentence, but here we are. But here we are. Never thought I'd say that sentence. Right, tenable. Most valuable Serie A players of 24-25, and it would help if we had all the countries, but no, we're just gonna have that. Nice one. We're not gonna get all the countries, no? No, we're not gonna get all the countries. Yeah, figures. Right, Lautaro Martinez. Kvaratskhelia, when he was at Napoli for the first half of last season. Yep. Leao. Who's Nigerian? Nigerian Serie A. Surely not Osimhen. Yeah, I was gonna say he was at Galatasaray at that point. Nigeria. Serie A. Nigeria Serie A. Dear me. It would help if I knew what the other countries were like, but... Well, I can't really do that, because we don't know what the other countries are, so it's just a bit of a scam. It's a bit of a scam. Italian players are the most goals in the Champions League since 1992-93. Italian players. Del Piero? Del Piero! Surely he's on here. Yeah. Totti. Roma being the Champions League a bit. Italian. Inzaghi? Simon Inzaghi, we'll try him. Yep, there we go. Trying to think of other Italian forwards. Italiano. More Italian forwards. I'm trying to think. If anyone's got an Italian forward in mind, then feel free to say it in the chat. Feel free to say it in the chat if you have any idea of an Italian player with the most goals in the Champions League since 92-93. Trying to think of Italians. I feel like I've said all the obvious ones. Like in terms of like actual goal scoring ones. Oh, who was that guy? Yeah, he used to play for Chelsea, but he died a few years ago. He passed away a few years ago. What's his name? Oh, what's his name? Passed away a few years ago. Oh, it's gonna be getting on my nerves. Oh, it's getting on my nerves. Oh, God. What's his name? He played for like Chelsea and stuff. Oh, what's his name? Oh, what actually is his name? That's actually gonna get on my nerves. Oh. I'm just gonna guess Perlo, maybe. Maybe he's on here. Okay, clearly not. How about the other Inzaghi? Filippo Inzaghi. Maybe? Yes, he's on there. Number 1. De Rossi won't be on there, surely. Yeah, surely there'll be nowhere De Rossi, you'd think. Surely. Yeah, Maldini won't be on there. He didn't score that many goals. Italian forwards. Stefan El Shawari. I mean, why not? Chiesa? El Shawari was wrong. Chiesa's probably going to be wrong. Why do I feel like maybe like Bonucci or Chiellini on here for some reason? Yeah. Perlo, yeah, Perlo was wrong, CP, as well. Surprisingly. Oh, Immobile! Damn it. Immobile. Insigne. Immobile, Insigne. Oh, I think he was the one that died a few years ago. Christian Vieri. I think that was him. Oh, actually, no. He's not the one who died a few years ago. There was... I don't think he's on here. Marco Simone. Never heard of him. Never heard of him. Right, let's have a look at some of the other games then. What's the halftime skills looking like? Who's been performing well for said teams? So, yeah, Bayern Munich are 3-0 up. Who's scored for them? Stanisic, Elise, and Gnabry. Interesting. Harry Kane's not even playing. Nicholas Jackson. I think it says it all about Nicholas Jackson when he has a 6.4 rating when everybody else in the attack is in the greens. I think that says it all. Let's be real. Tottenham, yeah, that is pretty grim. They're gonna get relegated, you think? I think they might just stay up by the skin of the teeth. Oh, he was injured, was he? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't watch the Bundesliga, so I wouldn't have a clue. Yeah, Llorente scored, Griezmann, Alvarez, Lenormand, Pedro Porro pulled one back. Whoa! Kinski was that bad he got subbed off after the third goal. Oh. He dropped to 2.9 and he got subbed off in the 17th minute. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh. He dropped to 2.9. Oh my god, that is shocking. Van der Ven's having an absolute shocker as well. 4.4. Oh my lord. Richarlison with the assist, interesting. Notice how they're playing 3 strikers as the front 3, Tottenham. Kolo Muani, Richarlison, and Tell are all strikers. Yeah, they're playing as a front 3. It's like FPL, where you just put all like strikers as like wingers, just to match the formation. It's like Tottenham are playing the FPL formation. No. Tottenham are playing the FPL formation, confirmed. Absolutely confirmed. Right, if we have a look at our game, who's been the best player for our match so far for us? Araujo's got a 7.3. How's Juan Garcia only got a 6.5? This man has pulled off some absolute worldy saves. Kingsley with 2 errors, Van der Ven with 1. Damn. But yeah, how does Juan Garcia only have a 6.5 on FotMob? This man has been pulling off some absolute worldy saves. He should at least be a 7.5. Kubazi's 7.1. Yeah, he's had a decent first half, to be fair. Rajo's been not too bad. Rafinha, I think 7.2 is a bit generous for Rafinha. He hasn't exactly been the greatest. I'm not going to lie, Rafinha hasn't had the best few of games so far. Well, since he's returned back from injury. But yeah, it has been a bit of a hit and miss season so far for Rafinha. We've been out with injuries and stuff. Firmin with a 7 hasn't really been able to do much, to be fair. Excuse me, Firmin. Pedri, yeah, 6.9 is probably fair. Lewandowski with a 5.9. That's probably justified as well, because Lewandowski's, yeah, a few touches have been a few heavy touches. Yeah, he hasn't really held the ball up well to bring others into play. Not really great from Lewandowski so far. How many touches has he had, out of curiosity? 12 touches. Jesus. 24 for Rafinha. 28 for Yamal. Yeah, you can look at this heat map. The heat map tells you everything. Got subbed off immediately after the 3-0. Right, the heat maps will tell you everything. Look at Pedri. He's all over the show. He literally has to cover like so much areas of the pitch. Like, literally so many areas of the pitch he's having to cover. Oh my god. That is actually mental. How much of the pitch he has to cover. Like, obviously he's more predominant there, but like, still, all those places that he has to cover. Jesus, that is actually a bit crazy. I mean, even Rafinha, he's had a bit of spells everywhere. No worries, CP. The second half is about to get underway here, so let us get to the second half, where hopefully we can have a better display. Hopefully, anyway. Well, man, ref. Come on, ref. Newcastle kick us off here for the second half. Like, come on, boys, vamos. Let's have a better second half, please. Bit more urgency. Doesn't look like any team have made a change, by the looks of it. Yeah, just the same 11 that was out in the first half, by the looks of things. Newcastle will probably start lively again, so we need to be careful of that. Joelinton. There, he's misplaced the pass. Bernal clears it. Yamal. And Araujo, he just boots it long. Tries to find Rafinha, but... Oh! Trippier, nearly a massive mistake on the header. Rafinha nearly got on the end of that. Nearly pounced on a Malik Teo. Rafinha's won it back, though, with good press. He fights for the ball no matter what, Rafinha. You've always got to give him credit for that. He absolutely fights for the ball, no matter what, in any kind of scenario. Newcastle have won themselves a throw-in. Can we try and keep Alanga quiet, please? Because that man is having far too much joy. Right, we need to tighten up a bit against him. Try and mark him out the game if we can, but obviously, I understand João Cancelo isn't exactly going to be really great at marking people out the game. Because it's João Cancelo. Like, the guy prefers to go forward more than defend, so I'm completely understanding about that. But can we at least try to keep Alanga quiet? Like, that would be the dream scenario. How is that not a foul? I was going to say it. How was that not a foul on Lewandowski there? Like, how? Like, that... Like, he was getting pulled left, right, and centre. Not in that way. If before any dirty minds start coming into the chat. Tottenham need to go through, need them to take their focus off the... They're not going to go through. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Atletico Madrid scored another 4 goals in that second half. Joe Martin, was it long? It's not really going to plan for us going forward, to be honest. The only real chance we had was that Fermin Lopez one that was straight at Ramsdale. That is the only real chance that we've had so far. Newcastle have had plenty, but for us, not so many. Not so many at all. Go on, Araujo! Come on, man. It's a bit of physicality. Come off it, man. Is that a foul? How a 5-1 and both there. Oh, the memories. The good old memories. Back when Arsenal in their banter era. Can we go back to those days? Those days were fun. Those days were fun back when everybody would banter on Arsenal for being an absolute laughingstock. Those days were fun. I miss those days. I miss those days. Back when everybody was making fun of Arsenal. 10-2. 10-5. Oh. The amount of, like, clock jokes you can make because of that scoreline. It was absolute party heaven. Oh, God. What a time to be alive that was. Yeah, we should still have a birthday for that, actually. I need to remember when the anniversary for that is. It would be the 9-year anniversary. Oh, it would have been the other day. It would have been the other day. It would have been the 7th of March. Oh, ref, get lost. He's given Newcastle all sorts of free kicks for nothing. It would have been the 7th of March, the 9th anniversary for that. Because it was the day before we made the comeback on PSG. So it was the 7th of March. It was the 7th of March. 2017. God, that seems like yesterday. That genuinely seems like yesterday. Yeah, free kick for Newcastle. No, it was the day before ours. It was the day before we came back against PSG. It was definitely March the 7th, I know that. Because I remember for a fact that it was the day. It was literally the day before our match against PSG. Trippier whips in the free kick. Oh my God. Elanga's causing problems, man. Can we tighten up on Elanga, boys? We might need a sub. Honestly, I am honestly putting out there that maybe we should put Rashford up front. Firmin finds out Rafinha, left hand side, bit of space opening up, but not much. Oh, man, there's no support. There's no support there for Rafinha. There really isn't. Throw in. That's ours. That's ours. Surely. How is it not ours? You're joking. A certain someone laughed at the 4-0. There was a lot of people laughing at that 4-0. But then I made them look like absolute smug buffoons the next day when the comeback happened. I just walked in the school that day looking like the smuggest man on earth. Oh, man. That was, honestly, that was such a good feeling. Walking into school that day after everybody was saying, laughing after the first leg, saying, you lost 4-0. Then for that to happen. That day was just pure satisfaction levels. To a T. Oh, what a time to be alive that was. Right, come on, can we grow into this? Ramsdale. There's a Tonali who's on a yellow card. But that is a shocking misplaced pass from Tonali, but I mean, we'll take it. Best birthday present you ever had was... You see, the thing is, unfortunately, we can never play on my birthday. Because, obviously, my birthday is at the end of the season. So unless it's like a World Cup or something, then there's no football match on my birthday. So it's like... Although the one time the one time in recent memory we've had a match on my birthday, we got thumped by Hungary at home. England got destroyed by Hungary at home on my birthday. Talk about some sick joke. Actually, no, I tell a lie as well. I remember a football match being on my birthday as well. It was the last Euros where we had the opening fixture. It was Scotland Germany, I believe. And watching Scotland get battered on the first game of the Euros on my birthday was quite very nice. That was very nice. Anyway, here's Gerard Martin now in possession of the ball. That's the most nervous you've ever been for a football match. Nervous I've most ever been for a football match. I'm trying to think. That is up there. That is up there for most nervousness. I'm trying to remember. I would probably say even last season at times when I would probably say last season at times, even in that semi-final against Inter Milan. Like, I was very nervous about that. Like, that was... Ooh. Like, when we were in front just before Serbia equalised, and I was on my knees praying that the final whistle would go. Unfortunately, it never did before Serbia scored. The loss hit you the hardest when we lost to Italy. I'd still say when we got beat off Liverpool at Anfield. I'm honestly still recovering from that, if I'm being brutally honest. That was just... Oh, that was horrible. The way we just collapsed in that second half. That was grim. That was absolutely grim. Wait, there's Cancelo driving forward, skips past Trippier. Come on, we need a bit of urgency here. Oh, Cancelo, heavy touch! The one thing you can do is go forward, but you take a heavy touch, man! Oh! Oh my god. That was a good... I can't speak. That was a good potential counter-attack as well. Ugh. Still recovering from the Italy game. Yeah. Especially after we went 1-0 up so early on in that match as well. And then for Southgate to just basically say, oh, right, boys, we're 1-0 up, part the bus now. Like, so annoying. Here's Mark Bernal. Oh, man, it's just not happening for him. It really is not happening for Lewandowski. I think we need a change up front. Bring on Rashford. Do not bring on Ferran Torres. Oh, God. Osula's in. Osula, or however you see his name, he's blasted it well wide. God, these commentators are up Newcastle's backside. Dear me. Clearly want Newcastle to win. Newcastle fan TV right there. Newcastle fan TV, I'm pretty much watching. Jesus. I think we need a sub. It's still not working here. I think we need to bring on Rashford up front. We need... What else can we do, realistically? Maybe bring on Eric Garcia if he's fine. I mean, the only reason Eric Garcia is not starting this game is because he felt a bit of discomfort, so... If he's fine to come on, then bring him on, but obviously if he's not, then don't risk it. This is, yeah, it's not been very great from us, I'm not gonna lie. Not been very, very great at all. I thought we would have troubled Ramsdale a bit more than what we'll have so far. But no, Juan Garcia has definitely still been the busier of the two goalkeepers overall. But of course that could change with maybe a substitute at some point, Hansi. Oh God, Alanga's in. This is a big problem. Alanga's in. It's crossed. Juan. He's commanding in his box. That's what I like to see. Juan Garcia is a commanding presence. He is only a young age as well for a goalkeeper. He's only like 23, 24. And he is such a commanding presence in that box. Because obviously you got to think, like, early to mid-20s is a very young age for a goalkeeper. Very young age. So the fact that he's able to be so commanding in his box is an absolute thing of beauty. It's things you love to see. Salo, Pedri. We've got to be careful here. Careful. Yes, Pedri. Skip past. Hey! Ref! He's on a yellow card as well. He's on a yellow card. Give him a warning, ref. Tell him if he does that again, he's off. If he does that again, he should be off. Tonali. He should be off. If he does that again, he should be off. Period. He should be off. That's all I'm saying. He should be off if he does that again. Oh, there's one of our players down injured by the looks of it. That's not ideal. Don't know what happened there because we were too busy watching the replay of Alanga's chance there. The Newcastle coming forward again. Or Swooler, or however the hell you see his name. Lewis Hall. Gotta be careful here. They have the shot Newcastle straight at Juan Garcia. Harvey Barnes. Trying to hit from distance. Again, it is still the fact that it's Juan Garcia being the busy of the two goalkeepers. Oh. Was this the game plan from us? Just to try and almost sit back for a 0-0? Well, I'll say not sit back, but like just try and ride it out, and then whatever happens, happens, and then we'll feel confident of beating them at home in the second leg. Oh God, Alanga in again. Good defending there. Very good defending there. Can we please show a bit of urgency? Good control from Fermin. Look at the space he's got now. Driving forward, Fermin Lopez. Fermin, over to Rafinha on the left. Rafinha, find Jamal. Back with Fermin. What is going on here? So, there's nobody wanting to shoot. It was just like, pass, pass, pass. Oh, no, I don't want to shoot. You have it. No, you have it. Could somebody just have a bit of balls and just shoot? Oh, my God. It just feels like such a lack of confidence. Oh, my days. It genuinely does feel like such a lack of confidence at times. We need a sub. Like, we desperately need a sub. Like, big style. Because, yeah, we have not been good this entire game. We've had little spells where maybe we've looked to create a chance, but nothing clear-cut other than Furman's that was straight at Ramsdale. Come on, man. We need a sub sooner rather than later. 5-2 at Atletico Madrid, Jesus. Here come the other 3 goals for them, then. Here come the other 3 goals. Why couldn't we have got Tottenham? Trippier ups in the corner. Be careful here. Keep it in Petri. Goal kick. Hit off Teo. Yep, good stuff. Oh, 5-1. Yeah, 5. I was going to say 5-2. I'd say I'm not annoyed by how poor we've been. No, I'm just losing all thought. Oh, please. Bring on Voldemort. Please. Please. I mean, I know he'd be a threat from a corner or any sort of set piece. But overall, the guy is crap. So please bring him on. Please bring him on. I beg. Bring him on for Alanga. I dare you, anyhow. I dare you. 5er. Absolute 5er. Lewandowski finds Rafinha. Yeah, I just seen CP. Here's Rafinha. Finds Jamal. Bit of space on the right. It's getting closed down, though. And he's miscontrolled the ball. But is he going to be able to keep this in? He does. Jamal. Buying a 4-0 up, Jesus. Jamal tries to cross. Headed away by Dan Burn. Oh! Dear me. Still a bit, nearly caused a few problems there for Ramsdale and Burn. Lewandowski getting in there. But got ourselves a corner. Finally, we're starting to come forward a bit. I still think we need the sub. I still think we need a Rashford. Of course, Rashford was key the last time we played Newcastle, so maybe we need a Rashford again. Especially from these kinds of corners. Want to know who scored? Go on then, CP. Hit me. Rafinha whips in the corner. Oh! Oh, Rahul did get the connection on it, but wide. Oh my God. Atlanta are washed. If they're letting Nicholas Jackson score, then that's bad enough. Hang on, that should have been another corner. It hit off the Newcastle player last. What a joke that is. Lavanga's driving forward. Good stuff from Pedri. Doing the defensive duties. Banal. Pedri. That ref, that's a foul. Is this ref blind? It is time for Rashford. But right, this referee is pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. This referee genuinely sucks. I think it's Rashford time as well. I think we should put Rashford up front though. Do not bring on Ferran Torres. Because recently he has been an absolute donkey. Do not bring him on, please. Bring on Rashford if you're going to bring on an attacker. Or hell, bring on Rooney. Why not? Bring on Rooney. Let's see what he can do. But ideally, Rashford. At this moment in time, I'd bring on Rashford. Yeah, he'd be able to press more than Lewandowski. And, of course, he has more pace than Lewandowski, so getting him behind. Torres usually... I mean, yeah, that is true. But I think he's low on confidence at the minute because he's been missing quite a lot of chances recently. Plus, this isn't really the game for Ferran Torres, I feel like. Ferran usually does better against teams that leave space in behind. Newcastle are just not doing that, so... I mean, I suppose you could say the same thing about Rashford, but Rashford's good from a set piece. Rashford's good from taking set pieces, and he can strike a shot from range as well. Very powerful shots as well. Whereas obviously Ferran can't exactly do that. Struggling against 12th place in the Prem. Yeah, we struggled against them the last time we played them. There's only 2 Rashford goals that won us the game. One of them an absolute screamer. The question is, are we going to make a sub though? Because we're like 64 minutes in and we're not making a change. Like, handsy. Besides, we've got the second leg CP and we'll beat them at the home. No worries about that. We'll beat Newcastle at home. That's a... This ref is so bad. Honest to God, this ref is shockingly bad. Like, it's actually embarrassing how bad he is. Right, Dan Burn. Can we press Dan Burn, please? That man's an absolute walking lump of lard. Go on. Oh, there's just no real urgency for us going forward. That's the thing. That's why we needed change in the attack. It's frustrating, man. Here's Harvey Barnes. Oh, God. Jacob Ramsey cleared. Only as far as Tonali. He gets the shot. Deflected. Joelinton back with Tonali. Easy catches one. God. Kubazi's putting in some big blocks, like. I'll probably say Kubazi's up there for our man of the match so far. Because he has been putting in some vital defensive contributions. Him and Joan Garcia are probably up there for our man of the match so far. Anybody else going forward has been pretty poor. Here's Rafinha. Go on. Noah! Oh! Oh! That's the best chance we've had in the second half. Oh, Rafinha was onside in the build-up as well. It was a good layoff. Oh, you'd expect someone of Lewandowski's quality to be scoring that. Oh my God. Oh, Anthony Gordon's coming on for Newcastle now. Great. Great. Now his fresh legs against our tyrant backline. That's not fun. Right, Trippier's off. That was expected after he looked like he hurt himself in the first half. Oh my God, bro. This is a... Oh, thank the Lord of Anger's off. But he's off for... Oswalder's off as well. Interesting. So Oswalder, Alanga. They brought on Murphy. They brought off not Murphy. They brought on Murphy, is meant to say. And then Livramento, Murphy, and Gordon. Livramento, Murphy. Come on. And Gordon. Right. Let's just keep Anthony Gordon quiet, please. Now that Alanga's gone, we can keep Anthony Gordon quiet. I think it tells you all you need to know that the fact that Newcastle have made a sub before us. Oh, yellow card here. For João Cancelo, that is not great. That's not great, is it? Now he's having a go. Well, I said Jacob Murphy's got pace, but he doesn't really. He doesn't really, but still, it's not ideal up against a winger when you're on a yellow card. Ugh. Not really ideal, but it is what it is. Rashford is coming on. Thank God. About time. It's about time. So is Danny Olmo. So that I imagine Olmo would be coming on for Firmin, and then surely Rashford is on for Lewa. Unless we want to go all-out attack, which, if we did, that would probably be a bit stupid. But you never know. Unless Hansi Flick's going to bring off like Rafinha or something. That is a potential possibility as well. Get the block. Good stuff. Yamal. Probably would have just been better to let that go out play. Probably would have just been better to let that go out of play. Newcastle take the throw in quickly. Whipped into the box. Oh my God, Murphy. 6-0 Bayern. Oh my days. I thought that'd be 3-0. No, it's 6-0. That's what I mean, though. I honestly think Bayern Munich are the best team in Europe this season. They're better than Arsenal, in my opinion. Because Bayern Munich can actually score good goals. You know what I mean? Right, finally, the subs are being made. So, Olmo for Firmin. Pedri! Oh, we're actually finished. I mean, I know Pedri's just come back from injury, but... Oh, we could be finished. Pedri's so integral to everything. So the fact that Pedri's is going off... Yeah, that was off. So, the fact that Olmo isn't going to be in that deeper midfield role, that has me absolutely crapping myself. I am not going to lie. I am bricking it now. I am absolutely bricking it. Now that Pedri's gone off and Olmo's going to be in the deep midfield role, because 9 times out of 10, that does not work. But in Hansi we trust, I guess. In Hansi we trust. But I'm going to be a lot more nervous now than what I was about 5 minutes ago. Oh my God. So yeah, where's Rashford? Rashford. He'll be leading the line now, Rashford. I would imagine. He's on the left. Wait, Rafinha's up front. Is Rafinha basically going to act like a false 9? Like, what is going on here? Yamal. Ref, come on. Yeah, that's a foul from Jordan. Get him booked, so he missed his second leg. Go on, ref. Dare ya. Dare ya. Do it. Nah, I didn't think you would. Didn't think you would. Stupid ref. Didn't think he would. But yeah, I am very worried now that Pedri's no longer on the pitch. I mean, I know he has just come back from injury, but the difference that there's between us and with Pedri and us without Pedri, it's scary. Let's just admit that. And when Danny Olmo is the one playing in the deeper midfield position, God, I hope Mark Penal's locked in, because he's going to need to be locked in at this point. Olmo. There's a lot of space for Yamal. Well, maybe not lots of space, but there's a bit of space. Now it's all closed down. Banal. Back with Olmo. Hands Lamine. There's just no real space to operate in. Newcastle have done really well to close all the spaces. Done very, very well. See, we're having a result of hitting long balls. Oh, no. Banal's down. Oh, my God. Our midfield could actually finish. Please just say it's cramp. Please just say it's cramp. If he's injured, then oh my God. No, please just say it's cramp, please. Oh my God, please. Not when he's been having a good run of form as well. No. Don't. Please. Please just say it's cramp or just the little knock or something. Casado's getting ready to come on anyway. I guess we're not going to take any chances. So obviously Mark Bernal is still coming back after that ACL injury that he suffered last season. Let's see it here. Replay. Oh, he just pulls up. He just pulls up. Oh, great. Alright, looks like he's done some sort of muscle. Oh, God. Bottas is the GOAT, CP. Yeah, Casado's now on. So Casado, at this point, is our only defensive midfielder. Absolutely fantastic. Oh my god, bro, we might be actually finished. Oh, I think we might be finished. I think we might just have to hold out for a 0-0. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I trust in Casado, but obviously we're Olmo partnering alongside him. That's a bit problematic. But it's firm in. Ref! Free kick! Ref! Hey, my. This ref's an absolute joke. Oh, God, Gordon's in. Gotta be careful here, Gordon. There's it off. Oh, my days, Newcastle. Barnes! Oh, it's offside, it's offside. Jolinton had scored, but it's offside. Oh, my. Barnes hit the post. Oh, my God. It honestly does feel like we're kind of just holding out for the 0-0 at this point. Oh. Yeah, it's impossible to name one. It's impossible to name one. Oh, my God. Oh, this is not great. I feel like we probably are just going to have to maybe potentially hold out for a 0-0 at this point. It feels like that's what our strategy was from the get-go, in a way. Just to get a 0-0 and then know that we'll destroy them at the Camp Nou. Well, hopefully destroy them at the Camp Nou. I mean, I don't support that kind of thinking, but I'm just saying how what I feel like I'm saying. And that is what I feel like I'm saying at the moment. Just trying to hold out for a 0-0. I suppose it's better than the Copa del Rey semi-final first leg against Atletico Madrid, where we got absolutely destroyed within like 30 minutes. Tottenham are doing a worse job than us in the first leg. Hey, at least there's that. At least there's that, yeah. At least there's that silver lining, not in everything. Right, Cancelo. It's back for Gerard Martin. Joan Garcia. Of course, we got him to thank a lot for the fact that the scoreline is still 0-0. 6-0's now been given to Musiala and a Jackson assist. God, I wish we were in Bayern Munich's position right now. I wish we were in Bayern Munich's position right now. Newcastle get the advantage. Harvey Barnes playing it back for Jolinton. Good interception there from Casado, but still alive for Newcastle. Come on, man. We need to play as a team here. Regroup, people. Oh, my days. Oh, my God. This is meant to be a Newcastle team with a bunch of injuries as well. Good stuff, Joe Martin wins a goal kick. Oh, my days. It's an offside, apparently, in the build-up anyway. The Vermendo. But to be fair, we have our injuries as well. I mean, both our fullbacks. Both our starting fullbacks are out injured. But of course, that's still no excuse for how bad we've played tonight. There is still no excuse for that. Come on, man. Press. just going to go straight in the hands of Ramsdale. We've really realistically offered absolutely nothing going forward. Absolutely nothing, other than the odd 2 chances. Furman's in the first half and then Lewandowski's in the second half. We've not offered anything. No worries, CP. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of your evening. You wake up at 6. Damn. Damn. Good luck for waking up at 6. Oh, God, this is brutal, man. I think it's safe to say that we have not been very good today. We have not been very good tonight. I think it's safe to say. Oi, Jared Martin. That was a bit scary. Very sketchy. Very sketchy defending there, but we still survive. Finally, a bit of urgency in the press. Took long enough. Oh my God. Oh God. Barnes. Harvey Barnes, big block. No, that's not a penalty. Get lost. How have you not won that, Araujo? Come on, man. This is not good. Lewis Hall. Gerard Martin. Vital clearance there from Gerard Martin. Massive clearance. Honestly, the way we've played this game, I would honestly take a 0-0. If you told me that before the game, I would have said that's not a very good result. But with the way the game's gone, I would gladly take a 0-0 at this point. This is not great. This is not great. Tonali again with the corner. Whipped in, headed away. Still alive. Joe Linton. There's a back off for Tonali. Oh, God, Tonali's just sent Rafinha. Oh, God, man, Jacob Ramsey. This is... It's so annoying, this, when you're under the cosh, because you feel like you want to go and do something and help, but you can't. There's nothing you can do. You know what I mean? Oh. We're just holding on. It feels like another Newcastle corner. Lewis Hall this time. It's on the other side of the pitch. Lewis Hall whips it in. Tran Garcia punches it away. Falls to as far as Livramento, I believe that is. And he just plays it all the way back for Ramsdale. Honestly, Ramsdale, the way this game's gone, he might as well just get the newspaper out. Because we have barely troubled him whatsoever. I hope it'll be a different story in the second leg, but in terms of this first leg, he's not had anything to do, realistically. He has not had anything to do. Right, Olmo, Kabazi. Gerard Martin. Rafinha. Tries to play Rashford in behind. He gets there. Rashford. Oh, he's overhit the cross. But still manages to find Lamine Yamal. He's kept it in play. See, half chances. That's what these we've mostly created. Half chances. Only 2 clear-cut ones, and they've been either straight at Ramsdale or put wide. Like, it's been a tough watch for any of us Barca fans, or just people who want Newcastle to lose. It's been a bit of a tough watch, but we're somewhat managing. We're still in the game somehow. Tottenham have scored. Dear me. 5-2. No, 5. What? I'm confused. Rashford. Cancelo. Oh yeah, the dream is off. Damn. Oh well. Araujo. Yamal. I mean, if we somehow snatched the win here, that would be... that would be pretty undeserved, I'm not gonna lie. But, I mean, I'd take it, but it would be very undeserved if we did somehow get a winner. Olmo. This is still the only game without a goal in. And it might stay that way as we're 81 minutes into the game now. And we have certainly not looked anything like scoring, for the most part. If any team looks like scoring, it's Newcastle. Olmo. Kbazi. It's gone out of play. See what I mean? There's just the lack of good build-up. It's just really hurting us. It really has hurt us here. The lack of good build-up has really hurt us in this match. It really has. It really has hurt us. But I guess it's just trying to hold on at this point. It feels like that's kind of what the game plan is for me, Ryan. Just to try and see out this 0-0. Because we've certainly not looked anything like scoring. God, that Newcastle fan's not happy. Certainly not looked anything like scoring, so I guess we just gotta try and hold on for the 0-0. Which feels a bit weird saying that we're not really looking like scoring, because obviously under Hansi Flick we've scored goals for fun. So the fact that I'm saying that we don't look like scoring under Hansi Flick is a bit of an issue. But here's Rashford. I've played him behind by Rafinha. Rashford. He gets a shot off. That's the first real good attempt. Firmin! Oh! Oh, there's a handball or something in the build-up or whatever. See, Rashford causing problems. Causing problems again. It's a good pass from Rafinha as well, to be fair. Yeah, Rashford actually has the balls to shoot from that sort of range. I wish other players would. That would help. Has the referee actually give a foul there for Dan Burn getting a little list of pushes? Bro, he's 6'7" or something. Getting pushed off Firmin is not going to do anything. Like, come off it. Genuinely come off it. Joe Willock is getting ready to come on for Newcastle. Hey, my God. Like, Dan Burn, like a 6 foot, what is he, 6'6", 6'7"? Crying about getting the list of pushes of Firmin Lopez is about 5'10". Like, come off it. Rashford, crossing it in. Araujo! Oh. Rashford's making things happen, to be fair. Rashford is making things happen, and I really do appreciate that, because before he was on the pitch, it looked like nothing was going to happen. It looked like nothing was going to happen until Rashford came on the pitch. But what's Araujo doing? What is the referee saying? What? What? What the hell is this? Why is the ref not allowing Araujo back on the pitch? Now he does. Is he... Is this ref for real? Oh my dears. Right, Tonali. Over the Livramento on the right. Trying to make something happen, Livramento. It's to play it backwards. For Tonali again. Finds Jacob Murphy. Still alive for Newcastle. They've crossed it in. Oh. Harvey Barnes. It was inevitable, wasn't it? It was inevitable. The way we've played this entire game, it was inevitable that Newcastle were going to score. Why is he unmarked in the box as well? That's my question. That is my question. But yeah, Newcastle take the lead right at the death here. It's not looking good. Great. I mean, I'm still confident we can turn it around at the Camp Nou, but this is what happens when you come up with a negative mindset. This is exactly what happens when the negative mindset happens. It's poor. Murphy's onside as well. Why is Harvey Barnes completely unmarked there? What are we doing? Oh my God, Juan Garcia, he tries his best, but he can't stop everything. He's not Superman. Oh my God. This is what happens when you come in with a negative mindset into a game like this. This is exactly what happens. And you know what? We don't deserve anything to get a draw from this. We don't deserve anything from this first leg. We have been absolutely shocking. And at the end of the day, Newcastle deserved the lead. Yeah, the goal stands. They were checking VAR for whatever reason, but yeah, Harvey Barnes has scored. Newcastle have the lead. We have been absolutely shocking. No two ways about it. Furman's now off. Oh no, Farhan's on. Oh my god. Oh my god, Araujo off as well for Xavi Espart. So at least he's getting his debut. At least there's that, but... Well, this is just, this is just absolutely shocking. I mean, we don't deserve anything from this first leg. We've been absolutely poor. Like, that is just fact. If anybody tries to deny that, then you're in denial, because we have been shocking this entire first leg. We've been shocking. And Newcastle deserve the lead. They very much do. And if it weren't for Joan Garcia, this could have been God knows how many to Newcastle. Jesus, man. I really do question sometimes the mentality of this team. I really do. But in the second leg, I am still confident that we can turn this around at the Camp Nou. But play anything like this, and we certainly won't. That's for sure, because, yeah, we've been absolutely shocking tonight. Absolutely shocking. Rafinha back here's it for Farhan. Oh my god, see, look what I mean. He does nothing, man. He can't hold the ball up. If Deco seriously thinks that Ferran Torres can be our starting number 9 for the next few years, then he needs the sack. The defending for Newcastle's goal there was absolutely shocking. Where's the defence? Where actually is the defence? Like, God, in a way, I'm almost glad I couldn't get the ticket for this game. Because the team have just put in a shocking performance. Oh, God. Harvey Barnes is now off. 4 minutes at a time to get an equaliser at the very least. But I don't see that happening because we haven't looked like scoring the whole night. So, oh, I've almost pressed reset the timer there, Jesus. I mean, of course, it's not completely over yet, but yeah, if we play anything like this in the second leg, we got no hope. We got absolutely no hope, but... Oh, where's Bullock? Oh my god, it could get worse. Jesus, man! Clear it, you donkeys! Dear me. The lack of urgency to win the ball is just baffling. God. Really is annoying, this. Oh, Rashford, don't. Keep your head. Keep your head. God, Newcastle going on like it's the second leg. Why are they going on like it's the second leg? Bro. Like, it's only... literally, at the end of this match, it'll only be half time of the 2 legs. And you still got to come to the Camp Nou. So I suggest you calm down a bit. God, this is literally Newcastle fan TV, this. Oh my god. Rashford cleared it. Maybe get an undeserved equaliser. That would be nice. But we haven't looked like attacking all game. Well, when I say attacking, we haven't looked like scoring all game. Because we've been shocking. Absolutely shocking going forward. And I never thought I'd say that about a Hansi Flick team, but here we are. Here we are. The attackers had absolutely no urgency or anything. God, we're getting torn apart here. We're getting torn apart here. Willock, left, could get worse. That's not Pen, shut up. Yamal. Oh my God, pass the ball. So I knew bringing on Olmo in that deep midfield role was going to be a mistake. Oh my God, Yamal's tried the early ball, good idea, but Rafinha just couldn't control it, and it's just summed up the night, really, for us. Summed up the night. Is Yamal still going? Ref! There, that's a free kick and a yellow card. Thank you very much. Yellow card for Willock. I mean, the man has literally just come on as well. Oh my God. It has still been a very shocking game for us. The fact that Harvey Barnes was just completely free, unmarked in the box for his goal. Yeah, not great. Not great. Not great whatsoever. Right, free kick. We're not good from set pieces, so I'm not expecting much. Rashford whipped in. Dealt with by Newcastle, but finds Danny Olmo. What the hell are you doing? Olmo, you are. God. What is he doing? What kind of cross is he trying to attempt there? We're going to lose this first leg, but... I mean, it's been a poor game. It has been a poor game from us. Newcastle deserved the lead. It's fair to say that. What? Where's the urgency? What? We're not going to get any urgency? One last chance, maybe? They'll at least take a draw? Come on. But now, Cancelo. Nice, Cancelo. Goes it back to Rafinha. Olmo. Still going. Pen! Pen! Penalty! Vamos, come on! Penalty right at the death. Malik Tayor's give it away. Oh my God, we might get a draw right at the death. Oh my God, we might have... Oh, Jesus. That is a foul. Of course, we'll still have to score it, like, but... Yeah, that's a clear foul on Olmo. Clear penalty. Clear penalty. Huge. Taking a draw to the Camp Nou would be much better than taking a loss to the Camp Nou in the second leg. Question is, who's going to take it? Yamal, Rafinha, Rashford? Who's going to take it? That's the main question. It's not Rashford. He stepped away from it. What the worst bit is, it still could get saved. Who's taking it? Yamal. Oh, mate. He's going to miss, isn't he? Oh, Yamal's going to miss, isn't he? The last penalty he took, he missed. Oh, crap. Yamal, don't do what you did against Mallorca. Whoever it was you missed the penalty against, I can't remember now. Yamal, please score. A draw would be much better to take back home than a loss. Yamal, please. I mean the dream from the penalty spot. Yamal, vamos! I mean the dream, composure from the spot. What about that, Newcastle? What about that? I mean the dream from the penalty spot. Saves it right at the death from a loss. We take a draw back to the Camp Nou, so at least there's that. Vamos! I mean, very poor performance, like, but to take a draw back to the Camp Nou, we take that. Full time as well. Vamos! Good penalty from the main. Sends the keeper the wrong way. Not a good performance in any stretch of the imagination, but a draw for the first leg is fine by me. Dear me. It's still fine by me. Sends Ramsdale the wrong way. It looked like we were going to lose right at the death there. Hey, Tayor, thank you so much for giving away that penalty. Thank you very much. Much appreciated to Tayor. But yeah, we take a draw to the second leg at the Camp Nou. where we should be feeling confident for that. But yeah, poor performance overall, I have to admit. Very poor performance. Did not look like scoring really much at all, if I'm being brutally honest. But we've somehow nicked a draw. We somehow nicked a draw in the end, and I'll take it. I'll very much take it, but it feels a bit undeserved. But sometimes that can happen. That can happen in football. That can very much happen in football, and Yamal showed composure from the penalty spot, and we get the draw in the end. Wow, this is gonna be some match review. We'll have to break it down a bit more about how poor the performance was in the end. But yeah, that's where we're gonna leave this watch along for today, guys. Thanks to everyone who's watched. Thanks to Mike, David, Cometto, CP, Crelly at the start, Little Tasty, anybody else that was here at any point in time on Twitch or YouTube. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you for the next one. And here's the hoping that the second leg next week will have a much better performance. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Vamos!